For the first time ever, ChatGPT has less than half of the entire AI market. The king just slipped. 2 years ago, it owned about 65% of everything, basically a monopoly. Today, it's down to around 46. But here is the twist almost everyone misses. ChatGPT didn't actually shrink, it grew. It went from about 1 billion users to over 1.1 billion. It lost the crown because the whole AI market exploded, and its rivals grew way faster than it did. So ChatGPT isn't dying, it just lost its monopoly. And that's a very big difference. And honestly, a lot of people are thrilled about it. There is a real anti OpenAI energy out there right now. People almost cheering the king falling. But the gloating isn't the interesting part. The interesting part is who is taking that share and why. Because two companies are eating ChatGPT's lead and they are playing completely different games. Anthropic's Claude is taking the high end, the serious, complex work, coding, business, enterprises. Google's Gemini is taking the everyday end, quick questions, massive volume, the casual user. The simplest way to say it, Claude for complex stuff, Gemini for the simple stuff at scale. Now, here is the uncomfortable truth about Gemini's rise. It did not win by being the smartest model. Google did one thing that nobody else could. They put Gemini on every single Android phone as the default assistant, replacing Google Assistant on billions of devices. Plus a Gemini answer sitting on top of basically every Google search and free plans for students and entire telecom networks. So a lot of that usage is just people who never actually choose Gemini. Strip out the defaults and the free giveaways and the number who genuinely pick it would be a whole lot smaller. Claude's rise is a completely different story. Nobody got forced into it, people chose it and quietly switched. And when you actually look at why, it's fascinating because it's almost never about Claude being a smarter model. It's that ChatGPT just got annoying, too long winded, too flattering, always ending with I can tell you one more thing and then disappointing you. It started to feel lazy, even dumb it down. Claude, on the other hand, actually pushes back instead of blindly agreeing with everything you say. And then they tried Claude Code, and that was it. For real work, it just felt better. But there is one more reason people left, and it has nothing to do with features at all. When OpenAI signed a deal with the US Defense Department, a wave of users just deleted the app. A lot of people left purely on principle. The moment OpenAI got into mass surveillance and autonomous weapons, they were out, not willing to trade their values for convenience. And Anthropic leaned straight into that, publicly refusing to spy on its customers. For a lot of people, that is now a real reason to choose. Now, let me be honest with you, because this is where a lot of these videos quietly lie. Online, the easy and popular take is to pile on OpenAI, and the ChatGPT loyalist will tell you the exact opposite story. ChatGPT is not dead, it still has 1.1 billion users, more than anyone else, and it is still genuinely excellent. Claude has real downsides too. Those usage limits are rough, and you are always doing token math in your head. The honest truth, most power users don't pick one at all. They use all three for different jobs. So why should you actually care that ChatGPT lost its crown? Because for 2 straight years, one company set all the rules. Now there is a real three-way race. And competition is the single best thing that can happen to you. It's exactly why a model that costs a dollar now beats last year flagship. Better tools, lower prices, faster. The monopoly breaking isn't bad news for us, it's best news. Here is my honest take after using all three of these every single day. Stop being loyal to a brand. Pick the right tool for the job. Claude for deep work, Gemini for quick volume, ChatGPT when it's genuinely the best one. And keep an eye on Claude. It's the only one of the three that's actually winning on pure merit because people actually choose it. That's the one I would bet on. The AI monopoly is over, and honestly, the race is just getting good. If you want the real story behind every big AI shift with the actual numbers instead of hype, subscribe. And tell me in the comments which AI do you actually reach for now and why. I read every single one.